All right, yeah, we are live here again. Sorry about the delay there for a minute. Um, yeah, we're going to be watching these storms. Zachary Jennings, by the way, here. I'm just going to cover the nighttime frame pretty much right now. Nathan and Tony, they're I think actually right now they're going to take a little break for a little bit. I don't know if they'll join in here a little bit or not. But we're going to go right into this. So as you can see on the Metro Doppler here, you can see the line of storms moving right through, pretty much right over the radar site currently. It should be it should be moving right toward Evansville area soon. So we're going to have to be watching that very shortly. Got a tornado warning once again in the exact same area where this supercell was tracked earlier, which is not a good situation out there. Perryville was under it just a few minutes ago, and I believe they have some pretty major damage in that area, including fatalities. Yeah, so far though, outside of that, that's the only warning that's in the area. It's soon to affect the area. And it's actually I'm really curious to see how this plays out because this part of the line right here is coming north. I'll put it in motion here. While that part of the line's coming pretty much due east. It's coming from the north, and that one's coming from the west, pretty much. I guess I should have said. So it's really going to be interesting to see how if this is going to get cut off or going to start kind of fall in line with this, or is it going to try to go through it? I'm not really sure how it's going to play out. So this warning, we're going to really watch this storm right here because it could start doing some wild things as this line moves in on it. Which hopefully it'll overcut it and keep it from getting any stronger and causing any more tornadoes. Because like we all know, and I mean, there's already been plenty of that earlier this evening. Of course, there has been one fatality, by the way. I wanted to go ahead and report in the tri-state area. It was back when it was that supercell that we were tracking earlier. It was in the let's see here. Let me find it on the map here. It would have been pretty much right here in the Crossville, Illinois area, right before crossing into Indiana. There was a fatality there. Firefighters believe that the man was trying to get to a shelter and sadly was not able to make it in time for the what's more likely, which I think it's pretty much confirmed, a tornado hit. Heavy damage in Crossville area. Multiple reports of damage all through pretty much all through Gibson County and areas through there too as well. So yeah, we didn't get away from this event unscathed, unfortunately, and it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be some long time of cleanup for all these areas. We're really gonna see. We're about to have. We're actually about to have some. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll be getting daylight soon, so we're gonna be able to see all the damage that's been caused. Like we're gonna be able to see it all really well here soon. The sun should be coming up within the next couple hours. We'll start seeing the first part of daylight. So we'll really start seeing just how much damage has been caused from those supercells last night. And of course, let's see how we get through this last little bit of the event here. If we get through this unscathed, I mean, we'll be in good shape. I mean, there won't really be anything else that we'll have to be concerned about for today. This event will really start pushing off to our eastern counties and to our eastern, central and eastern Kentucky, up through Ohio, Tennessee. So that'll the threat will really start gradually diminish. Tornado watch is still in effect, by the way, till 8 a.m. for the entire tri-state. But I'm sure they're going to start canceling the tornado warnings up here. If you're up in like the Vincennes area, Washington area, pretty much once this line passes you, you're good. I mean, honestly, you're going to be in good shape. You will have to watch for the flooding potential because this is really heavy rain up in here. But once this line gets through you, you're going to be okay. I mean, Evansville, here it comes right now. It's bearing down, pretty much getting ready to bear down on the northern side. You see the little alpha banner here. This is going to be a shelf cloud more than likely. If you see it during the daytime, that's when you get those really neat looking cloud features ahead of the line and stuff. And that's likely what that is right there. That'll be a shelf cloud right there. If it was daylight, you'd probably be getting some pretty awesome pictures. But unfortunately, it's going to be just a couple hours too late. So for that, so yeah, we're going to keep an eye on everything. I'm really going to keep an eye on this tornado warning out here. This is in the Carbondale. This moved right through, like I said, once again, right through the same areas that were hit earlier. that tornado started right through here before it moved pretty much into the before it hit Owens Crossville, and then moved into the Posey County, Gibbs County, all that. So this is the same area pretty much that those both supercells really went through, because the second supercell that barely missed Evansville also went through the Marion area. So we'll have to watch that as well. I'm not really sure if there's a tornado in the Marion area. There has been there was trying to wrap up, but storm surveys will be going on in the next few days. I'm sure the National Weather Service will be very busy with storm surveys. There's a lot of, for one, it's going to be a long track tornado. So that's something that we're going to have to watch all through there, because that was a long track tornado. I mean, it probably started, I believe it started somewhere back in here in Missouri, and more than likely lasted all the way until you get probably, I'd say, past the Fort Branch area or so, maybe even Oakland City. So that was a very long track tornado. And by the way, the severe thunderstorm warning just went out. That's officially, I believe, or it's getting really close. It's pretty much in the tri-state area almost, very close. It's in the Vienna in southern Illinois, Jonesboro. So this is a storm. Let me go ahead and switch over to Paducah radar here. I'll get switched over here. While that loads, me check on everything, make sure everything's running good. All right, we're good. So let me just let this load up here. And this way I can see exactly just how fast the wind speeds are here. And then also I'll go back north and check on velocity as well up there. It looks like a half-inch hail has been reported in the Murfreesboro, Illinois, in Illinois, so Jackson County, Illinois. That's kind of associated with that tornado warning storm as well. Still downloading here. Might be a little slow because I'm sharing my screen, of course, and also running the live stream through my computer, so everything's gonna be kind of running a little slow. So, okay, here we go. So there's a storm. This is going to be a more clear image on these stronger thunderstorms. So we'll switch over to velocity, like I said, and oh yeah, definitely some strong winds in that. And not really seeing much of the way. I mean, right here, kind of that's probably why the tornado has been prompted. That's probably the part of the storm that's prompting the tornado warning, pretty much right there, just off to the west of Pomona. I guess that's Pomona, I guess. Yeah, Pomona, yeah. Illinois. So that's probably the part of the storm that's been prompting it. Not too significant of rotation. Probably just, I mean, with these lines, though, you have to really watch them because you can get these really quick spin ups throughout the line. So that's something we'll have to watch closely. And we'll see how this plays out as this line up here kind of moves, because we're kind of having two different angles on this storm. We have this one kind of coming in more, pretty much moving southeast, while this one's moving almost due east. So we're kind of having to watch this really closely to see. I'm getting interested to see how this is going to play out as we go in. So, yeah, that's the update for now. I just want to give a quick update on here on the live stream. We'll probably be back here in just a few minutes. I'm going to probably come back on if a warning, as soon as the warnings start, if we get a tornado warning in the tri-state, I'll likely go back on live. But I did want to get y'all an update on here. I am going to switch back over to Evansville radar one more time before I do leave and get off here so I can show y'all the Evansville. I want to look at the base velocity, just see how strong the winds are veering in there in this storm. Kind of give us an idea what to expect, because it is bearing down on the Evansville area as we speak. So you kind of see there's probably definitely some strong winds in spots throughout this. You're probably going to feel some pretty strong winds in this. Not sure if it's going to be a severe limits, but definitely there is going to be some strong winds with this storm. So yeah, we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that. Trying to just kind of scan through, make sure I don't miss anything. I'm not really seeing anything that's like really substantial, but there definitely is some stronger winds with this. And yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. It should be in the Evansville. It should take over the rest of the Evansville area within. I mean, this storm will be here probably. It's moving pretty quickly, so I'd say this will be through Evansville entirely within the next 10, 15, 20 minutes at the most. And then we'll see how this plays out for Henderson and Owensboro, because if you look at how these storms are tracking over here, these are going to be moving. These are making pretty much right at Henderson and Owensboro. That's what I'm kind of talking about. How, because how this line affects this part of the storm is really going to play a factor. Because I'm kind of concerned about this area if this doesn't play any factor, but I think it will. I think this is probably going to cut this off, and it'll probably force it. It'll probably either kill it out pretty much. It'll make it it'll pretty much make it where it'll die down a little bit, or it will finally kind of draw in line with this part of the storm. So we'll just keep an eye on that, though. We'll see how this goes. We'll also have to watch for this activity right out here, because that's another thing we always have to watch with. There's a little more potential for that's what the National Weather Service with the tornado warning actually put out. Possibility for more discrete supercells trying to form outside the head of this line. So we'll have to watch stuff like this, because that can be the start of it. So we'll keep an eye on everything, though. I'll be right back here. If a tornado warning goes out for the tri-state area, we'll definitely go live again. And so just stay tuned, and we'll keep you updated. Thank y'all for watching.